Greetings, everyone. This is Rock and Roll Spidre-Man with the Weekly Comic Roundup. We're going to wrap things up with, well, one book from last week and a few others. We're going to kick things off with Venom, number 35. So, right now Venom is building up to a, well, crossover. Venom War. So, apparently Carnage killed Dylan Brock. However, Dylan ended up in the eventuality, which is the Venom hand with the flames at the fingertips. Also, Carnage went to Meridius' garden and completely destroyed it. But both Dylan and Eddie have seen some visions. Eddie saw a vision of basically a Venom world, and Dylan saw a vision of of Eddie's future. Also, the symbiote, the Venom symbiote itself, is dealing with things that believe that Dylan was dead for a moment, and basically doesn't want to be anyone's have a host ever again, because, well, hosts die. Also, the symbiote had a encounter with a vampirically resurrected zombiote of previous host Lee Price. So the issue begins with the various Venoms from the garden in the time stream. Apparently, the weapon that Carnage wields is All Blood the Negro Spear. Bedlam's a fan, but Meridius tries to turn the remaining Venoms against Eddie. However, they turn against him, and Meridius is banished to the late Cretaceous period, where Meridius takes on a host, a T-Rex as a host. Eddie and the other Venoms discuss the vision, and meanwhile in New York, the symbiote is basically trying to self-actualize, turning into a rat for a moment to scurry away in the hopes of basically talking with Spidre-Man. Elsewhere in New York, Venom is or Dylan is sleeping and having dreams about what he saw at the eventuality. Sleeper and Flex over there when he wakes up, and Sleeper offers to use the money of with sleeper agents to help Dylan out. Dylan says, "Well, if we need to, sure, but no." But as Flexo and Sleeper leave, another figure arrives. Seems to be Dylan Brock from the future. And he welcomes his younger self to the war. And that is where the issue ends. Interesting. Venom War is supposed to begin, I believe, this month. So, yeah. Moving on, though, to our next book. We've got last week's Thanos Annual. So, this is largely just to set the stage for the Amazing Spidre-Man Annual, which is our next book. So, at the end of the Thanos, recent Thanos miniseries, Thanos turned Death into an Infinity Stone, the Death Stone. But he felt that it needed it's being willful, and so also the Death Stone doesn't have too much power, and it seems that the Infinity Stones are, of course, stronger in proximity to one another. So Thanos ends up coming upon Star and Quantum in their civilian identities. Quantum basically just kind of, nopes on out of there. But Star tries to basically play a version of the floor is lava with Thanos. Doesn't really affect him too much. However, it affects her because of the proximity to the lava, and yeah, she doesn't know how to, doesn't know to basically, okay, well, let's make the floor lava, but make it so that we can still breathe. But Thanos kidnaps her. And basically tries to vivisect her for the Reality Stone. However, it promptly disappears. Thanks to Overtime, who is with Quantum. They return the stone to Star, and they fight Thanos. In the fight, the Death Stone leaves, and it turns out that Overtime is a version of Overtime from the future. And so the Death Stone finds a new host. The late Agent Phil Coulson. And that is where the issue ends. And, Coulson's resurrection is witnessed by Nighthawk from the Squadron Supreme of America. wanting to, still trying, wanting to put the world right. Basically, remake the world in as he knew it as when he was a superhero, a well-liked superhero, whatever. Anyways, moving on to our next book, Amazing Spider-Man Annual. So, Overtime seems to be knocking over a armored car, and well, Spidey's in a mood. He the previous day he killed someone, or a villain died, and well, Spidey takes it kind of hard, but Spidey kind of lets loose on Overtime, and Overtime's able to figure out what happened with the person, with the villain from the previous day, and he's constantly jumping back there, trying to help Spidey out with, and eventually he's able to go further and go further back and make it so that the villain doesn't die, and yeah, so Spidey's no longer, in a mood. Overtime and Spidey once again meet, and they meet largely just as allies. And two more allies of potential allies of Overtime show up, making it so Quantum and Star, and basically explaining that was their presence is how it was that he was able to travel back further. In the Deathstone saga, the backup story, Nick Fury Jr. Is having bad dreams about Coulson. It's always the same dream. Coulson dying. This time, though, Coulson doesn't. Nighthawk's at the cemetery, and Coulson doesn't have any memory of the Heroes Reborn universe, and seems he's gonna take a swing at Coulson, and that is where the issue ends. Interesting. I like the way these backups are working out, and have been working out the last few cycles of annuals. So yeah. Moving on though to our next book, we've got Annihilation 2099 number 1. This is the start of a 2099 miniseries, basically focusing on cosmic character 2099 version of cosmic characters. First, we've got Nova 2099, the last Nova. He survived the fall of Xandar, the 5th, 10th, billionth fall of Xandar. Xandar kind of falls on a regular basis, it seems. But later, he's on the outskirts of, and trying to deal, hopefully trying to stop the exoparasites that destroyed Xandar. Having a drink, and he saves some. He saves some people. You know, turns out he lost an arm, and the the Nova Corps needed a lab rat to, for basically a internalized Nova Force that that got the attention of the exoparasites, and well, yeah. But while Nova's in the bar, a group of Null Riders show up. They worship Null, and they have symbiotes, and yeah. But Nova deals with them, manages to blast two of them, but the leader a little bit hardier. And then he gets in close to the ringleader, and a familiar sound emanates from him. It's Wolverine. Surprisingly, Wolverine has ever. I don't think Wolverine has ever shown up in the 2099 timeline. Either maybe in one of the various attempts at starting over, but yeah. I get it. It's basically saying it's kind of removing the stakes from the various characters. So yeah, but Wolverine Nova destroys the Null Riders, and well, moves on. Our second story, Dracula Risen. So recently, in the, I believe in one of the Spidey 2099 one shots recently, there was Spidey dealt with Dracula, and apparently Dracula had a legacy. There's a vampire homeworld, and Dracula was decided to go to that. However, his coffin ship is stopped in the Barrens, and some pirates take it over, or decide to have a look. And yeah, he very promptly spaces one of them, and then the rest are basically become his thralls, and he's making his journey to the vampire homeworld. However, it seems that he's a bit more conquest-minded. That is where the issue ends. It looks like these are going to be kind of sort of one-shots, each featuring two stories of basically fleshing out the 2099 reality. Moving on, though, to our last one for the week, we've got Star Wars Inquisitors, #1. So, the Inquisitors are the Emperor's enforcers, anti-Jedi enforcers. They're dark side Force users, because some Sith Lords, such as Palpatine, take the rule of two as a suggestion. So there is a certain there's a Jedi named Tensu Run. It's early in the Dark Times. Tensu Run is a Jedi that is inspiring hope. And so, well, the Empire can't have that. And so the Inquisitors arrive, and the Grand Inquisitor arrives with an army of, with a squad of Inquisitor stormtroopers. But Tensu Run has apparently made a haven on the planet of Targon. So the Grand Inquisitor kills the Elder, and then the rest of the children are taken prisoner, and all of the adults are killed. But Tensu Run is not on the planet. Apparently, Tensu Run liberated an Imperial prison, and so that's why he inspires hope. Vader is disappointed in the Grand Inquisitor's inability to find Tensu Run. So Tensu manages to get people to refuges. He's currently staying on the planet Zeron. Some of his followers and supporters, I should say, but are talking with him. But he goes to see his old master, and a cargo salvager, though, sees him docking at the station. Grand Inquisitor goes after the station, kills Tensu's old master and all of the Jedi aboard. Tensu feels the death of his master through the Force, and decides he's going out. He's not going to run from the Inquisitor anymore. He's going to go after them. It also seems that Tensu's astromech. He's piloting an old Jedi starfighter, the Episode 2 variant, but. It seems that his astromech is none other than R5D4, the red astromech from A New Hope, who also has become, and I think, if I remember correctly, he's also become Din Djarin's astromech. But that is where the issue ends. Interesting. Obviously, the Inquisitors will. We're going to take down Tensu, but we'll see how it all plays out. That is going to do it for now. Well, actually for this week. We'll be back Monday with next week DC and Image books. But anyways, as always, feel free to like, share, and subscribe. Links to my Facebook, Twitter, Blue Sky, Instagram, Mastodon, Patreon, and PayPal can be found in the description box down below. This is Rock and Roll Spock signing off saying, live long and rock hard.